recording. This recording is just a test. A test recording.
Shit, 3-1. Everybody ready?
Of course.
All right. Cool. Christian, you kind of signal us off. Ryan, if you want to open it up.
3, 2.
Coming to you from the deepest bowels of Unsolved Studios comes the Unsolved FearCast.
Unsolved. Oh, yeah.
How's it going? I am your mic controller, Ryan Williams, here with the FearCast team.
Oh, yeah. Miss Jekyll, Dr. Hyde, Fonzo Tyson, and we go by many names, but we are here to be with y'all. We're going to be entertaining y'all with another episode of Unsolved FearCast. You thought it was done. You thought it was over, but guess what? We're back. We're back again.
We got new ideas, new fears, new scared people, new stuff. Just hang out.
Yeah.
Because it's new.
Y'all get bored, you know, it's society. Throw us on once in a while, you know. We definitely got a lot of new upcoming stuff for y'all, and it's going to be good throwing out these newer episodes. We are solving technical difficulties. We are growing. We are evolving. We have a new sound person. Oh, fuck. I did not set up the extra cameras, man. Damn it. But anyways, you can't see him, but we got Christian back here. He's the sound man, electronic man, cameraman. We love it. Thank you for dropping and helping us out with that.
No problem.
Yeah, buddy. Cool. Again, new episodes, new stuff, new people coming on. You're still gonna be stuck with our faces though, because we're the ones doing this, right?
Speaking of new stuff, didn't you just recently drop a visual album on YouTube?
That I did. Visual album for Yang. That we dropped that. That was produced. A lot of it was produced in this Unsolved Studios. You know, we did some of the sets on the stage. We did a lot of sets outside of this studios in New Mexico. A lot of awesome talent on that album. As well as did release recently on all the other Spotify and all the other streaming platforms. So cool. Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, shout out to everybody who was involved in the making of that. Seabass, shout out. Ryan Feely, aka Asthma.
Yeah. Tragedy as well, jumping on there, and Mr. X producing some of the beats on there and jumping on a track. That was fucking dope. Yeah, it was awesome. Oh, and this guy for getting slammed through a table.
Yeah, that was fun.
Painful but fun. All right, cool. Well, again, you know, new stuff, new people. Today on this episode, we're bringing an awesome guest in here. We got Vic the Dragon. He's basically going to be running us down through a lot of awesome Comic-Con stuff. You are involved in Comic-Con and have been for quite a while, huh?
Yes.
Excellent.
Since 2010.
Cool. Dang, that was a while. What brought you into what made you decide to just be like I'm gonna do this? Give us the steps. How'd you first start in?
Sure. Back in 2009, I was a regular customer at a local comic book store here in town that was just called Tall Tales Comics.
Got you.
Owned by Jim Burleson. Some may or may not know him.
Did you go there?
Anyways, he kind of started back then as a store. At the same time, he is an actor, director, editor, stuntman, all that jazz.
The whole
himself, yeah.
Oh,
and when he decided to come up with an idea for a Comic-Con for Albuquerque, that was back in 2010.
Right.
We started at the Crown Plaza Hotel, very first year. I started off as a volunteer.
Cool.
And then the years from since then on till now, as a volunteer, and then eventually worked my way up to becoming a staff member.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Dope. Man, I bet you a lot of people are jealous out there, working to be in the realms of the deeps of Comic-Con.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome. Well, we know that we're gonna we missed the last one, but there is another one coming up, right? What do we got? This one going on?
Yes.
So let's talk about it. June 14th through the 16th, 2024, at the Albuquerque Marriott Pyramid.
Ooh, exciting! Who's gonna be there?
A lot of stars that you may recognize from the old movies of Revenge of the Nerds, Part 1, 2. We got voice actresses and actors as well from other series and TVs. Name-wise, I don't know any names right offhand. I just know by the faces because of the movies that I kind of grew up with.
That's kind of how I'm. Personally, that's how I'm attracted to it, because it's like, I know that face. Do I know that person, that actor? Hell no, I do not. But you know what? I saw that person dressed up like that.
Yeah.
Wait, you don't do deep dives into their IMDb pages to figure out what they were doing when they were selling candy in middle school? Like, come on, you don't like to know those kind of facts about your favorite actors?
That's too much.
Yeah.
That's too much.
I've dipped into the IMDb as well. Yeah. That's how I find out.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's kind of your job. I mean, you're part of it.
Yeah,
You got to know who's there.
yeah,
You know.
in a way, yeah.
That's kind of cool. That's dope. Cool. Well, I also heard through the grapevine that you do like video game tournaments and stuff.
Not necessarily video game tournaments. I'm associated with them.
Gotcha.
I am actually labeled gaming coordinator.
Okay. Cool.
For Duke City Comic Con, Albuquerque Comic Con, and Bubonic-Con, not associated with Comic Cons. The video games was a last minute thing that was added 2 years ago.
Okay.
Xfinity had talked to our promoter, and they decided to come up with a Smash Brothers tournament.
That's awesome.
And that's what came about, and it happened. It was a big hit 2 years ago. So this past last year, actually January of earlier this year, was a Fortnite tournament.
Oh, nice.
Oh man.
So as for next January in 2025, I don't know.
Who attended more, Fortnite or Smash Bros?
Oh, Smash Brothers, because there was prize cash money.
Gotcha.
Fortnite, I didn't.
That does bring them.
Yeah. Fortnite, I didn't quite catch the information on all of that, because I'm mostly concentrated on board games.
Gotcha.
Oh, nice.
Cool. And you do a lot with board games, right? You teach board games.
I do, yes.
Video games and board game teachings, like those styles got to be totally different. I assume board games got to be more difficult to teach somebody.
Oh, significantly, because the video game, they have a teacher, like a tutoring. Most video games will have some kind of tutoring there, right there at the video game. I play as the tutor to an actual board game that's displayed right in front of you in your family tables.
So you are computer one.
Guess so, yes.
Oh shit. Well, that's cool, man. So we passed one already in June. This one's coming up on the
January.
Past one in January,
yes.
And then we have one coming up in June. My dyslexic ass. But you also have this one. What's this one about? The Bubonic-Con. That sounds kind of dope. What's that about?
Okay, so Bubonic-Con 55 is this year. That's August 23rd to August 25th of this year. That's a science fiction book convention that started 55 years ago here in New Mexico. It's one of the oldest running conventions in the state. And I got involved as a volunteer as well. Worked my way up again to gaming department, which they kind of added at a later date.
Right.
And I've been involved since board gaming since then. And only just last year, they promoted me to, instead of regular staff, to coordinator for the gaming.
Cool.
Nice.
Excellent.
Now, what games do you normally...
Board games?
Yeah, which games do you normally set up?
Well, there's a long variety of them. So like music has genres.
Right.
Board games kind of has the same concept. You have your thematic board games. You've got worker placement board games. You've got area control. You've got the list just goes on. I mean,
I'm sure there's thousands
so many
of people that know exactly what's going on, but this is news to me. I mean, I see it. I
it's
understand.
a whole new thing. Yeah,
I can see it, but I'm just like, damn.
Dice chucking. I mean, dice chucking, mathematics, educational. Actually,
Okay.
a number of
It's
times.
like the only word I know.
Worker placement, like I said, that's my personal favorite. Actually, deck building is another version of. The list just goes on. Worker placement, I mentioned.
So you guys have like just like a table, like a bunch of tables set up with different games, and you invite different people to try them, or like how does this work at the Comic-Con?
So at the Comic-Con, it started off just having an area just to set up board games for people to play, family and the like, friends who just like the basic game of Uno even. Well, it's like, hey, you want to play Uno? Sure. We got it right here in our library. So
Nice.
The library is just like a regular book library.
That's cool.
But it's a library of games. And we won't always set them up because we're trying to express board gaming at the same time. If they want to play a different game or they have something in their mind, yeah, sure, by all means.
Right.
It just kind of depends on what the group of gamers or people who are interested in it feels like playing.
So you have more of like you definitely have a wide variety, but do you guys like do you lean towards a typical Uno and Pokemon, or do you like go for like do you lean towards like more off skew games or like out of like not Walmart games?
Out of the realm of family oriented games,
I guess
we lean towards those. Yeah.
Okay.
A lot. I can go thousands of titles I can go on, and you would like, what is that?
I imagine.
The worker placements, for an example, that's kind of a new fad that's kind of been included in board games, and then elements of Yahtzee, Monopoly, Risk, Clue. All the family games are familiar. Even chess. That's all considered board games. And elements from each of one of those have just been included into Pokemon card game,
Right.
Magic the Gathering card game, Yu-Gi-Oh card game. Even elements from that has been included in board games. And it's the idea of playing games that's different but fun.
No, I get that. Something out of the norm, but it's entertaining enough to keep on playing.
Yeah.
Yeah, get that.
Yeah, the artwork is a big deal too on that.
Well, that's freaking cool.
And there's definitely something to that too, just like kind of disconnecting from all the social media and all the online stuff that we do, and then playing a game with like a group of people locally where you all gather together. It's definitely it adds a different type of excitement to that kind of game playing, because we get all lost in the online games and in the app games and stuff, and very rarely do you just get to sit down and enjoy the time with a couple of people and playing those tactile games.
Yeah, it's a whole new aspect,
Yeah, board games have actually been included in apps now.
Yeah.
But it's just one of those things. They're just taking a basic video game or a basic board game brought into a video game. For an example, Monopoly. Oh my gosh, Monopoly.
I think you need to keep a board game, and you need to keep the app games. This is one guy that I guess we should name drop Ivan. He plays online Monopoly and just loves getting wasted just playing online Monopoly with other people. I'm like, how do you do that, man? That's just too much. But no, that's cool. So you do a lot of not only the video game aspect but board game aspects. You teach it. You're a game educational person. Educational? No, I was gonna say therapist, but it's not therapy.
Educational gamer.
There we go. Okay, that works. That's dope. Well, that's cool that you're and you're gonna be involved with these ones coming up, the Duke City Comic Con as well.
Yeah. That
Where are they gonna find you? Like, how are these guys gonna find you? What are you gonna be doing this year?
Okay, well, every year since COVID of 2020, if you remember, everyone had to stay home, do their at-home projects or whatever, right?
Right.
So my own at-home project back then was to make a life-size game of Settlers of Catan or Catan, depending on what person you're talking to, because it's the same game. It's just been relabeled twice, different ways. So Catan, yeah. Think of, you've heard of backyard chess, right?
Okay.
The big giant game pieces of chess pieces in your backyard. Well, that's the concept I had, but with a game called Catan, and that was a big hit with everyone who's like, "Oh, that is so cool!"
Right. Okay.
It's very picturesque because I thought this out real well. Every photo that's in the game is actually places of New Mexico.
Nice.
So it's a New Mexico themed based board game of Catan with a trophy included and everything.
Like this?
I've played a little bit of Catan.
Yeah, Catan
Have
is.
you heard it? No, yeah.
Like I've seen it.
At least there's somebody here. Yeah,
So Catan was kind of a door opener to the board gaming industry.
Okay.
Because everyone, as I mentioned, everyone knows Monopoly, Yahtzee, and all that jazz. Catan went a different route away from board gaming,
Right.
and then bits and pieces of that were actually included into future games since '96 or whatever, '97, up to today, and it's been they've been, I guess you could say, they laid out the land for other board games in that came into the future after this one. Even today, Catan has been upgraded and remodeled, and even added scenarios or expansions, if you want to call it that, to the game. It still plays the similar version of it, but they've just changed it here and there.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, and that's where kind of board gaming kind of took off.
Well, both of these look pretty fun, man. This one, the Bubonacon, it's again August 23rd through 25th. It looks like it's a whole weekend. Weekend going through.
Yeah, that's at the Marriott Hotel.
Cool. You can get your passes for $48 and $55 at the door. Youth get $28 each. That's cool. You know, cheaper for the kids. I, however, do not see prices on here.
Oh, because they're on the website.
What the hell? You guys need to go to the website, go check that out to go get those prices. But yeah, you're gonna see Big the Dragon there. Yeah, it's gonna be cool. Say hi, say what's up. And if you're head on down, take pictures. Let us know you went. You know, we might not be there. I don't know. But all right, cool. Well, we're gonna take a quick break so we can, number one, pause footage so that it's not a huge ass file that I'm editing through. Thank you.
Don't turn away. There's more Unsolved FearCast coming up right now.
Oh yeah, we even synchronized that. We practiced that like 4 hours.
He's lying. We didn't practice that.
Yeah.
That was just really good timing.
We're good at that. Saying with good timing, hey, good timing that we're actually pushing this out even before the stuff that we're promoting for. Hey, that way you know what's going on. You can be there. You can say what's up, take pictures, let us know that you went. Let us know if you've seen Big the Dragon rolling around, you know. It's cool. It's awesome to have new guests on this show. And it's awesome to be back in this studio. Ryan.
Hey, what?
I don't know.
No, I'm just kidding. All right, so getting into our FearCast kind of aspects of things, let's first touch on maybe a couple of fears people might have about attending a Comic-Con. Now, I know one of the fears I've had in the past is worried that I might not be able to, I guess, afford an autograph from certain people. I'd seen like it was another Comic-Con where it was like they kind of listed one price for like, you know, obviously their top tier celebrity guy. I didn't realize that they were going to offer different prices for different people. I kind of assumed that that was going to be like one price to meet any singular person. And I was like, ooh, okay. Is that the case? Is there kind of everybody kind of treats it a little differently in what they ask for?
Yeah, it's based on the popularity of the celebrity or movie star, whomever you want to visit. I mean, your A-listers, of course, are definitely going to be high priced. One A-lister we had many years ago was a guest, the original William T. Kirk from Star Trek, Mr.
Kevonse.
What's his name?
William Shatner?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, cool.
William Shatner. And William Shatner, I think, was over $100 for his autograph.
No.
Yeah. But then you have they're still, I guess they're not an A-class lister, but they're a good movie star. And that ranges from $20, $30, $40 a pop per person, you know.
So it's like going to the dispensary. You got
Yeah.
your A grade, you got your low shelf,
Sure.
you got your shit on sale.
I mean, not all. I mean, a lot of movie stars who are actually big names actually will charge a lower price because they want more people, of course, in
that
their
makes
line,
sense. That's cool.
so to speak. Yeah,
That's cool.
and get their autographs and whatnot. Picture
That's
taken
really
with them.
cool. Yeah, I've heard only great things about typically the people who go to those and how friendly they are to everybody.
Just gotta turn it on and off.
Cameras.
Oh yeah, technical difficulties.
Technical
It happens. With fears of attending or even going to a Comic-Con, I know there's people who have that have no problem with like dressing up. There's people that have like they enjoy it. You know, it's a whole fun and games being able to express yourself differently as somebody else. And then like there's people like my lady. We will not like go near mascots and stuff because people have that fear of not knowing who or what is behind the mask, you know?
Yeah.
So I know that's a fear for people to keep people from coming away. But do you have any like knowledge of any fears of people who attend who actually come? Like what? Like give us something with that.
So, as people attending, the most common one is ladies who dress up in nice, sexy outfits.
Right.
And then you have that perverted, nerdy kid or guy stalking them.
Gotcha.
That's pretty creepy for the girls.
Oh yeah, understandable, 100%.
Yeah, and including we actually have a rule that says, you know, ask for permission to take a picture with
that's
cosplay.
cool. That's
so
excellent.
that's an
That's good to
actual
know.
rule that's expressed to everybody.
That's
because
excellent.
yeah, we had an incident. Actually, matter of fact, 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago, at the January Comic-Con, this guy was wandering around the whole Comic-Con with his camera facing everybody, but he was getting inappropriate pictures, you should say, of the women, of their chest or their legs, or
man.
or things like that. So he was quickly escorted out after we found out who he was. He was quickly escorted out and never to come back.
Well, that's awesome.
So that's an example that women would have fear. As for men that attend, I guess if they're with their families, the families really have probably a slight fear of not enough security. Now, our Comic-Cons have plenty of security.
Right.
But I mean, in
That's
the past, at other states or other cities, I'm sure there's been some incidents back then that were not as cool with others and families and such. So that's one. And then the promoter, he is just concerned of the violence that could happen at his events.
Understandable, yeah.
So that would be primary fear he would have.
He wants everybody to be safe.
Yeah, he wants everyone to be safe.
It's a big venue. It's
it's a huge venue.
And you were saying, like, you know, all the props and stuff, they get like triple checked and stuff at the door, right?
Right. Yeah, we have a weapons check guy.
Oh, yeah.
We have a weapons check guy before you even enter. Anyone who comes in costume and has a potential looking weapon,
Right.
Checks out with
Is
our
it foam?
person there. Yeah, it's foam, and then they're actually tagged on top of that.
Oh, wow.
The reason why the props are mostly checked into is because when the actual costume contest happens during the weekend,
Right.
they got to provide a little show or a skit, you know, for our judges, so the judges can, vote on, hey, that costume guy did pretty cool because he did this with his gun or his sword or whatever, you know, or whatever skit that the attending person comes up with, you know.
Right.
They got to bring the flair.
Yeah,
There you
yeah,
go.
exactly,
Yeah.
to get him that
But
score.
Not
yeah.
a real flare.
Exactly, yeah. So that would be a primary thing. And vendors have a fear of the worst one, which is the most common one actually, is not selling a single damn thing
Oh man.
at the venue.
Been there.
So that's their primary fear.
Right.
Then just as a personal note for some vendors, they would like to make equal amount value from the weekend of what maybe they've purchased for the booth in their hotel and their travel fee.
Cutting even, yeah.
Yeah, if they can cut even, a lot of vendors are happy by that.
Oh yeah, definitely. And that's the thing. That's security is a really big thing, especially with those larger venues. Not only for to be safe and secure with family or big public crowds or your homies and stuff, but what's awesome about Comic-Con is people can express themselves as the way that they want, either as a character in their favorite movie or anime, or as whoever or whatever they want. And it's really awesome that there is security and there's people to help protect and rein in those fears, to be able to protect the people who want to express themselves like this. And it's really awesome that we have a place and we have a venue locally, to be able to do this. So it's awesome to have people who, like you, who started out volunteering, who jumped into it, and, because of you are the ones that are bringing the people in. You're helping out the vendors, you're helping out the people who are trying to make, not $1 million. A lot of us are just out here trying to make, scrape even, if that. It's hard to get above that glass ceiling, bruh. But you know what? It just like you said, a lot of people are fine with just having a good time, showing up, and being able to, maybe walk away with a hamburger at the end of the day. But
Or that's favorite signature of their star.
That's true. Get one of those too. But like Ryan and I, we've been, Christian included, we've been doing this stuff for a long time together, and we're excited to be able to push a lot of this stuff out. Oh man, we got the ambiance going on. That's good. For Unsolved FearCast especially, like we've been pushing this stuff for a while. And you and your wife actually watched a couple of episodes. Is that right?
Yes, we did.
All right. What was your favorite one?
Well, the recent one that I can remember because I had to watch some all. Kyle.
Right. Yep.
Well, that
Kyle.
was in December or whatever.
Great guy.
Yeah. Yeah. He kind of works with out there radio world.
Oh no, that was a fun episode to do.
Yeah.
I like doing the editing for that one.
Yeah.
Did you and your wife relate to any of the fears that were discussed at all?
Not necessarily. I guess the one for my wife might have been being alone,
Okay.
because recently she did feel lonely for a while when she lost her father, she lost her mother, and several other relatives. But I was like, honey, I'm right here. You still have me,
Right.
and your other grandma is still here, one grandma, and other relatives and cousins. So that was her fear of being alone, I guess, if you want to call that. I was like, no, you got me right here. So,
Nope. Well,
so
that's
that
cool.
was kind of fearful for her. That was probably the only thing. As for the dark and frogs, nah. She loves animals. I love animals.
That's cool. That's cool. Well, I mean, and we were discussing. I enjoy having the discussions with individuals out on the streets, with people we work with, just about common fears and stuff. And unfortunately, I wasn't able to dig up a fear from you. You get creeped out by things, though.
I get creeped out by things, and I've been scared. Yes, of course. I've been traumatized.
Yeah.
That's been for, but that's only moments when it actually happens. So as for fears, I guess the closest one for me would probably be cancer. Really,
That's a big one.
I mean, that's my fear of dying from cancer or some other weird disease out there. But
I mean, that seems like a pretty big fear for a lot of people. Like I know individuals, a lot of people who won't even joke, like won't even like. I know people are like, I get me when I'm smoking my cigarettes, I'm like, cancer, delicious. And I know people that are like, no, I won't even say that, or like they won't talk about getting diabetes because they're afraid of getting it too. You know, I mean, it's just it's a part of human nature of getting these things. We all get something, I guess, at some point.
Well, my family bloodline on my dad's side, all of my uncles and my father included, all have high blood pressure. Mm-hmm. So I have that currently. So I'm controlling it.
Well, and that's something that's really good about. Well, maybe not cancer, but the majority of stuff like that, like you can work towards not getting it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it's hard to work towards not being afraid of the dark. You either are or you aren't.
Yeah.
But well, man. Okay,
and
so
that's a scary one too. Just because anything related to the body, it's like until you actually get a doctor to kind of figure it out, it's like you're in the dark. Like something weird happened, you're like, all right, well, I hope that's just indigestion and not something bigger.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like, and I don't mean to exacerbate this fear any worse, but it's like the number of peaceful ways to die are vastly outnumbered by the horrible ways to die, like by hail.
By hail, that's hitting.
We are back
again
to the Unsolved Studios FearCast. Weather be damned.
and creaky chairs. But either way, we're here, we're doing it. We do have weather going on, but that's we're just gonna say that's Christian with some audio effects in the background doing that stuff up. Christian, lightning bolt.
We're gonna weather through it.
And tomorrow night we got Ryan up as a comedy show going on. Oh no, my freaking headphones are going out. There we go. Shoddy equipment, but we're still doing it up. Okay, back on topic. Vic in the studios with us today. Again, you don't have much slight fears, but we did go over some topics that you're slightly creeped out by. But you do have an interesting, scary story for us. Go ahead and set up the listeners, the viewers of what you're doing, and we'll go with that.
Sure. So, several years ago, by the way, I'm Victor Holmberger, yes, and I work for Big Brothers Big Sisters Donation Center.
All right.
And I'm a truck driver.
All right.
Yes. So,
box truck. Doing
box
it for
truck
the
driver.
kids.
Doing it for the kids. Anyways, so as a driver for a donation center company, or any donation company, I guess, you come across a lot of things. Yes, and so I'm one of the longest employed employees by this company, by the way, and I have seen a lot, everything and anything you could possibly think of. This one particular story happened, I want to say 2016, maybe 2015, roughly. I mean, it's a guess.
Right.
But anyways,
general area.
Yeah, it was roughly about a week before Halloween. coincidentally,
All right.
I was emptying out some clothing bins, and the area I had has one of our clothing bins in it. I came across rank smells all the time. So I'm expecting something. I was like, okay.
Just comes with the job.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. So I came across a rank smell, and it's like, okay, what am I expecting here? I unlocked our clothing bin like normal, and everything comes out, and then the smell got stronger, and then as soon as the heavy part of the smell came out, it was actually a human arm. At first, when I saw it, I thought it was a Halloween prop.
Yeah, so
no.
close to Halloween.
Exactly.
Right.
So I thought nothing at the moment.
Oh,
Then
did you touch it?
no,
Okay, I was like, I just
That's the
imagine
first
you
question.
picking it up. and
no. By sight, it looked like a Halloween prop.
Yeah.
Right.
But then no, there's little maggots on there and everything.
Oh.
Yeah, and rigor mortis have happened or whatever on this person's arm. Yeah, pretty creepy.
The things people donate, man. Damn.
Maybe they thought somebody needed an extra hand. All right, sorry.
That's a good one. My hand's up for you on that one.
Yay. Oh, shit.
So, anyways, yeah, it creeped me out, and I freaked out at the same time. So I was like, "Whoa!"
He wasn't afraid, just creeped out.
Yeah, yes, of course, it got me by surprise, but not 100% by surprise because I was expecting worse.
I get you.
Well, I guess it is worse.
Wait.
Anyway, so right away, I ended up calling 911.
Yeah.
Since where I was at, the sheriff's department is just down the street. That was an easy call. So the local sheriff in, I don't know if I should label the place I was at or not.
The local sheriff.
Okay, the local sheriff that was nearby drove down, interviewed me, talked to me and such. And then, of course, that was brought up. The news was brought up. In
The whole crew.
Yeah, the whole crew.
You know,
and then,
when you find body parts, people tend to show up.
yeah. And then, of course, our boss. I had to call our boss at that time.
What'd your boss say? Was he just like, nah, you're pulling my arm? We could do this all day.
Yeah. I'm arm full of them. Oh. Anyways, yeah, so I called the work as well, and they were aware of it, and the news somehow got a hand on it. that was not intended. And then they interviewed me later that day. The professionals basically cleaned it up, the contaminated body part, I guess you could say.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And the whole area.
Biohazard.
Yeah, it's definitely biohazard. The business that it's in front of or on the side of, the business was closed for the rest of the day as well.
Imagine.
For that reason, the news anchor interviewed me. I talked to him about it, and I told him, well, at that time I was a semi-well-known DJ.
Right.
So I say, kind of jarble my voice, please. And I know a lot of people, so I don't want my face to be shown on TV at that time. So I was like, just to keep things cool, and so I'm not as awful as it sounds.
And for legality reasons, you are giving us permission to show you your face.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah, no, this is totally fine now. Yeah, this is totally fine. Hello. Anyways, so yeah, they interviewed me, and then it was on the later that news. 7 or 8 o'clock, whatever channel 7 has their news. I don't know what time. I forgot. But that was that was a deep creep factor for me right there.
I bet. So you found that,
and I was traumatized. Yeah.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Now, did they ever find the person who was missing the appendage?
Okay, now here's the funny thing.
Another story. Here we go.
Coincidentally, the same day. Now, this is when I found it. I guess 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning, or 11 in the morning. I don't remember exactly.
Yeah.
Later that day, say 3 or 4 o'clock, there were some bicyclists on a nature trail in the Four Hills area. Came across a severed body with no arm and no head.
Damn.
Yeah. So
Bad Sunday morning.
yeah, or whatever day it was, I don't know, man. But yeah, so that actually happened coincidentally the same day. So they just kind of combined the stories together, and they says the matching appendage that I found definitely belonged to the body. As for the head of the female, for the female who lost her life, I don't know if her head was found or not. But that was a deal, and that was a day. Oh boy.
Oh yeah. Yeah. But you continued on, and you did your whole route.
Oh yeah, I
afterwards.
toughened it out and finished my route off. And then the boss says, "You know what, Vic? Just take the rest of the week off." I was off for like the next 3 days or whatever it was.
There you go.
Yeah. He said, "You know what? You got plenty of PTO built up. Go ahead and use it.
Yeah.
We'll use it for that." So
at that point, you just go shelter for a bit.
Yeah. I mean, it's not the same when I've lost my mother. That's not the same though.
Yeah.
Seeing my mom's body in a coffin there when she passed away. It's not the same. This is a totally different thing.
It's just that shock factor is like human nature.
Yeah, shock.
Like
Big shock.
It's down to human nature, just like seeing it and like, oh, that should be attached to something right there.
No arms about it.
Okay. Damn.
My puns are terrible. Okay, I'm trying to be punny.
Well, shit. Well, that's cool, man. Appreciate you sharing your story. We appreciate you jumping on this show, man. Like, it's awesome to reach out to local individuals who help out their community, and that's what you're doing. You're teaching them how to do newer things and enjoy time on a different spectrum other than Facebook, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, again, welcome to the show. We're glad to have you on it. And we're glad that you watched it. Thank you for watching those episodes and taking your time to elaborate on what you do and the cool adventures that you go on, man. Vic the Dragon, ladies and gentlemen, stepping into Unsolved Studios.
Thank you for watching another episode of the Unsolved FearCast here at Unsolved Studios. Unsolved.
All right. Also, wait, at the very end of it.
Locally live from Unsolved Studios, this is Vic the Dragon letting you know Tall Tales Comics, Six Guns Productions is providing the Comic-Cons you were talking about today. Give a shout out to them. And teachers of New Mexico, this week is Teachers Appreciation Week. Since I am kind of sort of a teacher, I give myself appreciation for that.
Yeah, big round of applause to that.
And Aaron, my good friend Aaron, you are coming up with a brand new board game, RSVP to Die. Matter of fact, comes out this month. Yes, I'm teaching board games every Tuesday at Empire Board Gaming Library. There's my schedule is on their website, and want you to check it out and come here every Tuesday.
Is that just your schedule or the schedule of the board game?
It's my schedule of board games that I've provided for them for me to teach everybody.
Ooh, exciting. Go check it out.
At the same time, at Empire is hosting a World Series of Board Games pre-qualifier in Las Vegas, Nevada. The pre-qualifier is kind of like the World Series of Poker that's being held on ESPN. But World Series of Board Games is board games. And then again, once again, don't forget about Bubonicon 55. It is mythical creatures and companions. We can thrive at 55.
Yeah.
Is the theme.
Because that's how long it's been going.
Yeah, exactly.
55
Amazing.
years. Damn.
Cool.
All right, Aaron. And your website to buy your game is thegamecrafter.com. May 21st for RSVP to Die.
Cool.
Nice.
Get ready for it, ladies and gentlemen. Be ready for it. Go check out Comic-Con. Go check out Empire on Tuesdays.
Tuesdays.
Go check out Empire on Tuesdays. Get you learned it on some cool board games, you know. Check out Bubonicon. That's cool. I like that name, Bubonicon. Go check all this stuff out. Take pictures. Let us know if you were there. And thank you for watching Unsolved Studios, ladies and gentlemen.
As always, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and then it's not like we're gonna like hit you up with weird notifications all the time. Like maybe like once every 2 weeks you get a little notification bell. No big deal. It's from us. It's cool and it's free.
You're not gonna get random pictures of me that's only through another site. Don't worry about it. Just kidding. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Hit those like, subscribe, comment buttons. Do it up. Unsolved FearCast.
Unsolved FearCast.
Yeah.